intent to extort money or other things of value. In order to prove the intent to extort element, it is not necessary to prove that the defendant actually succeeded in obtaining the money or thing of value. And I got a whole lot of fraud invoices. Thing of value, or that the defendant actually intended to carry out the threat made. Extortion generally refers to the intent to obtain money or other thing of value with the person's consent, induced by wrongful use of actual or threatened fear, violence, and force. And this is what I was talking about earlier, about I met chicks that when whoever locked their stuff up, whatever, if they were promoting a business, if they were promoting music, if they were promoting their modeling, and they locked your stuff up, if they gossiped and told people that you were hard to work with and it affected, now they're like, all right, well, do this and you'll get me my money back. And they're coercing you, induced by wrongful use of actual or threatened fear of violence, fear or force. Like, you're afraid to go broke, you're afraid to be in this debt, you're afraid, and you're coerced into doing things. Now, I've met a lot of people that were happy doing stuff that they were doing, but I also met, like, and they were like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I'm sorry you're in this situation, ain't nothing I can do, I can enjoy your company, but transmit communication in interstate or foreign commerce. The extortion threat must be transmitted in interstate or foreign commerce. And they say now, with everything going through the internet, and the internet, like I said, being global, not just coast to coast, state to state, that's the interstate, and that's what makes it federal jurisdiction. Foreign commerce. However, the threat need not be sent electronically. Rather, the statute covers any interstate or international transmission of threats against computers, computer networks, and their data and program where the threat is received by mail, fraud invoice, a phone call, veshing, electronic mail, email, phishing, or other computerized messaging, SMS meshing, and then the cookies are the meshing. Prohibited communications, threat to cause damage to a protected computer. The term damage is defined in Section 1030 and is discussed in the context of Section 1030 beginning on page 38. Unlawful threats to cause damage, including threats to the interface in any way with the normal operation of the computer or system in question. You've seen a lot of intrusiveness, and you hear me announce, I don't know if this is going to cut off. And you've heard me on the podcast say, even if it cuts off in 30 minutes, shit'll be working normally again. That's that ransomware. That's that intrusiveness. They're following me around to do this dumb shit. I'm asking whoever's in control of this low jack stalking shit to disappear and take the system offline, off the dark web. But you get smart. You a narcissist, so you be smart and you add more people and you make shit. But those are counts. Bernie Madoff got 150 years. I can't tell you what the person that was charged with 280 counts of fraud is going to get if convicted. But he, in Delaware County alone, and he got 280 charges in Delaware County alone. And I don't know, it might be 180, but I think it's 280. And they say he's facing charges in multiple collaring counties of Philadelphia plus Jersey. 280 alone. He gonna get extradited. He gonna get passed around. But like I said, unlawful threats to cause damage, and like I'm saying, like, as much as these people doing this are super arrogant, the times are catching up, and I'm right in that pocket. Your escalation over graduation, I'm right in that pocket. The news reports, the DOJ reports, the FBI reports, the Vice President Task Force on Harassment and Cyberbullying, the inner agents. Right now they got like 18, I'm gonna say they got like 8 cybercrimes Johns. They're about to merge and come after y'all. Including denying access to, you don't, like I'm saying, there's rumors of me doing things that I'm not guilty of on the street. you're going to have to explain why I'm still walking around. That's like I said, when I went to Zesties, it was more rumors than when I was at Nick's. Like when I was at Nick's, it was a bunch of sex rumors that I wasn't guilty of. I rushed home to my kid's mom every day. That's the only person I was fucking. I cheated on her once at the end of that relationship because of frustration with this shit and gaslighting. I don't blame her. Like, that was years ago. I didn't know as much as I know now. I'm pursuing you now, and you're escalating. This morning, you fucked up my Xbox. Doing shit like that puts you on the radar. You stole my goddamn car. You turned the lights out. You tried to extort the fucking assistance money while I'm unemployed. You keep hitting my fucking EBT card. You hit every card I have in the past. When I get prepaid cards to pay for whatever I got paid for, after I pay for it, the balance you hit, and then you're starting to hit the fucking blood donation card. You locked up the shit that's meant to pay for the iCloud, thinking that that's you. I'm reading these statutes, and you still, you know what I mean? And you know I had these statutes. I had that filing with the IC3 since November of 2021. They told me it might take 24 months. Plus, that's without the Rona shit. Now, you like to keep shuffling my shit. You breaking into that shit, or you got an inside man. Either way, we gonna find y'all. It's easy because you're sloppy as fuck. You like, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me. You act like you at the top of the food chain, but they going after Trump. He was the top of the food chain. Denying access to authorized users. And like I said, if you're going to just play this, I'm a customer service employee that got snapped on. I'm a customer service employee, and I get snapped on all the time, and I don't ever stop doing my job, ever. You can call it brown nose or whatever. My job saved lives, for real, for real. So you doing dickhead shit and influencing this spoiled kid asshole shit. That's somebody's grandma. That's somebody's aunt. That's somebody's uncle. That's somebody's brother. That's somebody's sister. That's somebody's child. When you in need, I know you just think you're gonna scam for life. Users erasing or corrupting data or programs or slowing down the operation. I've caught you doing that. I just sent that over last week. Of a computer or system. In contrast, unlawful threats to the business that owns the computer system. This is a business computer. This is a business computer. The Xbox was going to be used for business. The 3D printer is business. The MPK is business. The songs that I buy for the DJ shit is business. I don't make a purchase if it's not business, except for, like, you know what I mean, Singapore and somebody. But that's going to be later business. Legally. And that's not going, I'm not going to do a whole smoke shop, but I already got the smoke shop items. And like I said, I feel like tattoos and that is a happy marriage. Plus, as a therapist, I know the medicinal benefits, so it's not a contradiction to my shit. And I don't like benzos, and I see the damage that Percocets do as a painkiller and as an anxiety medicine when abused. Now, the thing about that is, like, yeah, there might be people that don't abuse benzos, take them as prescribed, but then, like, even people that aren't abusing opiates that are prescribed, they all have the same tail. I came in and the doctor told me, you gotta quit cold turkey. And then they left the office and they started having withdrawal symptoms, and they went and got the pills on the street. And this is a story times a million, so don't think I'm putting you out there. And then they were introduced to fentanyl because they couldn't afford to buy the pills. Same story out of different mouths. So while you're playing these dumb games, like computer systems, such as threats to reveal flaws in the network or to reveal that the network has been hacked, are not threats to damage a protected computer under Section 1030. However, a threat to a business rather than to the protected computer might be chargeable as a violation of the Hubs Act 18 U.S.C. 1951. I gotta check that out. I'm pretty sure I got that, but the term protected computer is defined in section 1030 and is discussed in the key definitions on page 4. Threat to obtain or disclose confidential information. Section 1030, that's the ransomware shit. That's the ransom release if you don't pay their tariff or tax or whatever you want to play. Say their ransom note. Covers two different scenarios. In the first, the criminal threat to steal confidential information from the victim's computer system unless his demands are met. The second are criminal as already. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't go into the next joint, but this is trafficking in a password, similar information. I'm gonna come back.